Good evening, I'm Joanne Fuller with Hills Pet Nutrition, and I want to welcome you to the Potter League's Virtual Yappy Hour event. Hills has been a longtime supporter of shelter pets for more than 18 years through our Food, Shelter, and Love program, and I'm proud to say that we've been supporting the Potter League for 17 of those 18 years. So join us as we celebrate the Potter League tonight. Dig deep, give lots, and let's help even more pets and people in your community live better lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Joanne and Hills, for all your years of support. Hi, I'm Brad Shear, Executive Director of the Potter League for Animals. Melvin's my new buddy. He's been with us for about 6 weeks here at the Potter League, but he's not an animal looking for a new home. He has a home. Someone in his family contracted COVID-19, and for a while, oh, come here, bud, you're okay. For a while, they couldn't take care of him, so they called on the Potter League for help. We followed all the CDC's recommended guidelines about dog care, and after 6 weeks, this guy's just fine. And the good news is his family member's just fine. So he's going to be going home this week, right, buddy? Now, Melvin's just one of dozens of animals every year that come to us through our Pet Safe program, a program that there's been a lot of need for lately. People get in all kinds of difficult circumstances. They're hospitalized. Maybe their house has a fire. There are all sorts of problems we can have, and we don't want to take people's animals away because they have a temporary difficulty. So dogs like Melvin, cats, all sorts of animals come and stay with us temporarily through our Pet Safe program, and then go back home where they belong. So thanks to you, supporters of the Potter League, we're able to have programs like that to make sure that dogs like Melvin are going to get back to where he belongs. Now, you want to know how to support our programs like Pet Safe? Well, tonight. On your screen, you'll see ways to give. If you're watching on our website, you can click a button above the video to sign up for our online auction. If you're on Facebook Live, the link will be showing up in the feed, I think, right? Great. You can click on that link to sign up for the auction. You'll be prompted to download an app to your phone or tablet, so you can keep watching and bid at the same time. Tonight, we're raising money for our Pet Protection Fund. The fund ensures that every animal, both in the shelter and at home, has access to the care they need. Very important, every dollar raised tonight is going to be matched dollar for dollar by our board of directors up to $90,000. So every donation, every auction bid will count for twice as much. You can donate online at potterleague.org. Text to give by texting Potter to 50155. I think that's cool. I've never texted to give before, but it's really cool. You should give it a try. Or call us, 401-846-0592. Our volunteers are there, standing by. So it's easy to help out tonight. Talk to you about the Pet Safe program. There's so many other programs like that. We take care of animals here in the shelter, but we do some great work to prevent animals from having to come to the shelter out in our community. And I hope you'll stay with me tonight to learn about all those programs and all the ways that you can help animals by supporting the Potter League. Now, we were supposed to be at Rough Point, and that didn't work out for us tonight. So we could have been seeing beautiful water and sunny skies and having a cocktail, but you can still have a cocktail. And we do have our friend here, Duke, who seems to have run away from Rough Point, would fit in great on the lawn over there. So Duke is our little representative from Rough Point tonight. But even though we can't be together, maybe you're at home with your furry friend. One of the people who couldn't be here with us tonight was supposed to be the host instead of me and Melvin, Kim Kalunian from WPRI. She gets really excited to help out animals. She's a wonderful person, but because of social distancing requirements, we both couldn't be here together tonight hosting. So Kim couldn't be here. She did send us a message from home. So I want to hear from Kim, and you're also going to hear a story about a very special kitten named Rowan.
Hi everyone, I'm Kim Kalunian from WPRI 12, and this is my rescue dog, Marcus. We are hoping that everyone is enjoying themselves at the Potter League's first ever virtual event. WPRI 12 is proud to partner with the Potter League on events like this one, as well as the Love Bash for Animals and the Heart and Soul Walk for the Animals. These signature events bring so many people and pets together, all helping to raise much needed funds for the Potter League and the important work that they do. While we can't be together in person, we hope you're enjoying the inspiring stories, the online auction, the special guests, and so much more. We hope you have a great Yappy Hour, and we hope to see you real soon.
We had been talking about adopting another cat for a while. We actually ended up going to an adoption event, and it just wasn't the experience that we had hoped for. This isn't how I want to adopt a pet. I said I want to be able to spend a little bit of time with the pet because I feel like the pet actually chooses you. And a friend of mine had said, you should try Potter League. When I first saw Rowan and I peeked my head in and saw his cute little face in there, I wanted Maya to hold him. They had explained to us that he was in a tractor and that's how he had lost his leg.
I think he was seeking some sort of warmth in the engine, and when the engine turned on, he hurt his leg pretty badly, and they ended up having to amputate it.
Like, I was nervous. I'm like, can he get around? Can he walk? And they were like, oh no, you should see him get around. He's just perfect.
I can't even explain how perfect it was when we first held him, when I was playing with him. Every time I picked him up, he would continue to purr, and he was rubbing on me a lot. He was just so sweet.
And so I looked over at her, and at one point, like, she was crying a little, and I'm like, honey, why are you crying? And she's like, I love him. This is the one. I would say that for someone that's looking to adopt a pet with a troubled past, animals just really need somebody who's going to love them, have compassion, take the time with them. So I'm grateful to Potter League for everything that they do, and that they're so generous and caring and loving enough to accept animals from all over, to give animals a second chance.
The way that they treat the animals is really, really different, because sometimes you see in other shelters, they treat the animals nicely, but they don't treat them like their own pets.
And I feel like you can tell right from the beginning that every single person that touched Rowan gave him the love and the time and the attention that he deserved. And I really feel like he has the personality that he has because of the people that were involved in his life early on. It was just nice that they cared enough about him and his life to just put him back together and help him find a good home.
And I think the Potter League played also a very big part in that, because they always try to help all of the animals in their shelter find a home, and I think the Potter League really has a very special heart to help the animals out the way they do.
What an amazing story of a resilient little kitten. He really just had a big heart, and I think he just completed that family, as animals do for us. They just become a part of us, and they're a member of the family, and I think Rowan's a very lucky kitten. Have another lucky kitten here. Melvin didn't want to stick around with me, so this is my new friend Falcon, my latest co-host. Can you say hello to everybody, Falcon? I think I'm just going to sit here tonight and pet a kitten. Seems like a pretty good thing to do. We'll just hang out together and pet kittens. Is that okay? Sure. Falcon here came from another shelter where they were just overcrowded with kittens, had a few too many, were having trouble finding some of them home, so they called on the Potter League to help out. You can see he's just the sweetest guy, and he deserves a fantastic home, and he is a chill kitten. So he's going to be ready to go home soon. Falcon is just a sweet boy. Remember to download that app so you can start bidding on our auction. All the different ways you can donate, potterleague.org, give us a call, text to give. All those ways are going to work for you. If you want to help support kittens like Rowan, kittens like Falcon, make sure they find new homes. I'm here in the Potter League's training center, right in Middletown, in our animal care center. Beautiful, big building. This training center is probably the nicest dog training facility I've ever seen. And we're lucky that it's big enough that right now we can run our summer camp program in it because we can provide enough social distance between the campers. It's really important to us to feel like we can continue our youth education program because we are teaching the next generation of animal lovers, and we're going to make these animals even safer and more important in their lives. So if you haven't seen our facility, it's really an incredible place where animals are so well cared for and loved. It is LEED certified, environmentally sound and safe, and if you haven't seen it, I want to take you on a tour. So come on with me, let's take a look. Welcome to the Potter League for Animals LEED Gold Certified Animal Care Center. As soon as you enter the lobby, you know you're in a special place. It's bright and airy and welcoming. Dogs and cats are housed on opposite sides of the building, so cats will never be stressed by hearing a dog bark. You can see we've used environmentally friendly, sustainable materials like bamboo and recycled plastics throughout the building. Let's go down the hall and see some dogs. Each dog has a large open space where they're comfortable and can relax. Everybody's got a bed, and those floors have radiant floor heat for the dog's comfort during the winter. At the same time, classical music is playing throughout the day. Each dog condo has a back door that opens to a common play space where dogs can stretch their legs. As you can see, some of them don't even want to get out of bed, but they all have that opportunity and can even get outside. Let's go a little further down the hall and you'll see our bright open training center. Here we welcome people and their dogs from the community to build closer relationships with their pets. We also have education sessions of all kinds. On the other side of the building, you'll see comfortable, bright, open rooms for cats as well. They have huge open spaces, this time with shelves that produce a variety of resting places, windows that allow them to comfortably and safely see wildlife on our beautiful wooded property. You can see some cats like to share their spaces, like these two, and others get a condo of their own that includes a dining room, bathroom, and living room. This guy's in the living room, taking a nap. Two of the cat spaces, as you see here to the left, have access to a catio, so the cats can get outside and get a little fresh air. This guy is one of my favorite resting places. Here we'll pass by our volunteer office, and our staff and volunteers are really the heart of the Potter League. They are working constantly to make sure every animal has their needs met and is treated as an individual. Here's our cat veterinary exam room and some of the spaces where cats will start off their time with the Potter League. When they first come, they might just need a little time to settle down. They might need some help with an illness or an injury. They might need a little work on a behavior issue, and each one is going to be individually examined by our health and behavior staff, and we'll have a plan to make sure that they are on a path to find a new home. These dogs just arrived, and as you can see, each again has a bright open space and access to the outdoors. There's our exam room for the dogs, so the dogs and cats have their own exam spaces. And here, of course, when you have lots of dogs and cats, you have lots of laundry. Come on upstairs with me. We're passing by our Forever Friends Society wall, right up to our education center. One of the most important rooms in the building, the education center, houses programs for kids of all ages to learn about animals, how to properly care for them, and why they're so important. Now, just adjacent to the education center is our vegetative roof deck. The green roof provides a stormwater management system, and over 3,000 plants help absorb rainwater, and the roof is a great insulator. Down the hall is our veterinary center. All of our cats and dogs are spayed and neutered right here at the Potter League by our full-time veterinarian
before they go home. Right across the hall, there's some puppies getting ready for their own surgery. And we have a space where cats in need of special care or isolation can be held right outside where the veterinarian's working every day. Finally, let's go outside. You'll see part of our beautiful property and an open play space where dogs can run free and just be themselves. And that's really what we want here at the Potter League, is for animals to just be themselves for a little while till they come home with you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour and saw this beautiful facility. But the facility isn't what makes the Potter League special. It's really the people who work here and the programs that we offer to make sure that animals are cared for. Now, this is my new buddy, Ryder. Falcon didn't stay as long as I would have liked. Ryder is a little dachshund mix. He is a sweet boy. Normally, I would be sitting up here with him. He likes to be on the floor. We just let dogs be who they want to be when they're here at the Potter League. So that's what he's going to do. Ryder was not that happy, having some challenges in his previous home, so he came to the Potter League. We're going to find a spot. He's really a sweet boy, and he gets a little upset when I stop petting him, so I'm just going to keep doing that. That's okay with you. We all know that in recent months we've all struggled quite a bit, and we've gone through quite a few changes at the Potter League when the stay-at-home order came out because of COVID-19, and we had to adjust constantly to the changing world. But we never stopped taking care of animals. We were open every day. Our staff was here every day, making sure animals were cared for. If animals had an urgent need, that it was going to be taken care of. And some programs you might not have heard that much about really came into focus for us because of the needs in our community. During the COVID shutdown, we gave away 4,000 pounds of pet food to over 450 families. Now, we normally provide pet food through the Martin Luther King Food Center's food pantry, and in addition to giving food away through the pantry, their mobile food pantry started going to some new places, and we met them there with pet food. We also were distributing pet food through our animal care center in Middletown. Now, to put that in perspective, 4,000 pounds just in the few months since COVID has struck, in a normal entire year, we would give away about 6,000 pounds of food. So the need in our community has really changed, and we're stepping up to meet it. In addition to food, people have been needing veterinary care. People whose hours at work might have been cut or have lost their jobs completely still have pets, and they still want to take care of them, and we want to keep the pets in their homes. We have paid $8,000 in subsidies for veterinary care during this period of time to make sure those animals are cared for and they stay where they belong with their families. In addition, we know that changing to everyone being at home all the time has been stressful. Stressful on us, and it could be stressful on our pets. They love having us around, but it's a change in routine, and they can be very sensitive to their routine. So our behavior helpline, which is always free, has seen an incredible increase in calls and emails. We have gotten over 600 phone calls and emails to our behavior helpline since COVID started. Again, put that in perspective, in a normal entire year, we'll get about 350 calls. So 600 just in this short period of time is just an incredible uptick for us, but we're here to meet the challenge, and we're here to help animals. Now, we couldn't do any of it without our fantastic volunteers and staff. As I said, the staff has been here every day, and when we first shut down, we couldn't have volunteers in the building, but as we've experienced the phased reopening, some volunteers have started coming back in to help out, and the animals and the volunteers are pretty happy about that. So I thank the volunteers, thank our staff for the incredible work they do, thank you for making sure we can all be here, because none of it is possible without your support. And I also want to say thank you to some special sponsors who were going to sponsor Love Bash and Yappy Hour when we were going to be in person, and when we went virtual, every single one of them stuck with us and said they're going to continue helping out. So let's hear from a couple of those sponsors.
At Lucky Dog Resort, we love all the dogs, but rescue dogs hold a special place in our hearts. Through purpose, dedication, and love, the Potter League has been helping animals in our community for years, giving them a chance for love and a happy life. Lucky Dog is proud to support the Potter League.
A bark out from my friends at Bank Rhode Island who support and care about all animals in every shape and size, though I'm partial to dogs. We're thankful to have the Potter League keep us safe, provide medical care and shelter, and find our forever homes. It is more important now than ever to give as generously as you can to the Potter League.
Hi, I'm Dr. Gary O'Neill from Portsmouth Veterinary Clinic. We feel that the Potter League is one of the greatest assets that our community has. We encourage everyone to join us in the support of their mission to enrich lives and to promote the humane treatment of all animals. Please take a minute to support them and give generously. Thank you.
Thank you again to all of our sponsors tonight, to all of you for your support tonight and all year long. And I'm back to kittens. You want to just jump up on my shoulder, don't you? This might be a high up dweller, aren't you? This little guy, I'm telling you, I think I'm having a good kitten night. This is Colt, sweet little guy. He is just tiny and just wants to hang out and cuddle. Maybe wants to climb up on my shoulder. That's fine. I don't know. Now, we love kittens. This is another guy who came to us from another shelter that was overcrowded with kittens. Luckily, we're able to take him in, find him great homes. But one of the reasons that so many places have too many kittens and we need to take them is because not enough cats are spayed or neutered. And we want to make sure that we control overpopulation of animals by spaying and neutering as many animals as possible. Now, last year at Love Bash, I announced that the Potter League was going to take over operations of the Rhode Island Community Spay and Neuter Clinic, which we have, now called the Potter League Spay and Neuter Clinic, up in Warwick. That facility, in a normal year, spays or neuters about 7,500 dogs and cats a year. Just incredible numbers. There's a fantastic staff up there. Just amazing to see what they do with the number of surgeries they can perform safely and comfortably for the animals. Now, we're going to do something real special, but I will let you know first that while that clinic did shut down for a little while because of COVID, they are ramping back up. We're starting to see appointments again, and we can get going so that we don't have too many kittens and puppies born this year that are going to make even more next year. So we are getting started again as long as we can do it safely. Good thing about being virtual is while that clinic is up in Warwick, it's easy to go see it. You don't have to cross a bridge to go and get up there and see our spay and neuter clinic. Through the magic of space-age technology, we can go there together. So let's go take a look at what goes on at our spay and neuter clinic. The Potter League is a well-known organization and well-respected for the work we do. We have very high standards, and the people who come to us for services have high expectations for what we deliver.
I think that we provide a really excellent, high-quality care here at the Spay Neuter Clinic. We're based on the ASPCA Spay Neuter Alliance model. We consider ourselves to be an HQHV SN clinic, so that means high-quality, high-volume spay and neuter. So even though we're doing a really large number of cases every day, we hold ourselves to a really high standard, and we have a documented very low complication rate associated with that.
I can leave every day knowing that I have taken another dog and cat and I have allowed them to live a longer, healthier life. And also I work with a great team of people.
So we don't want to create any barriers to anyone who decides, I want to spay my dog today. That means that there are no financial barriers in their way, that if we have someone who is willing to do what for years and years we've been asking people to do, we want to make sure that they get it.
I don't think there's anybody who doesn't know about the Potter League shelter, and it has a phenomenal reputation, and that's not only lay people, but certainly in the veterinary community also. And so I'm proud to be part of that.
I think this clinic is a big part of the reason that we're not seeing animals being euthanized at shelters all over the state because they're overcrowded. You can really point to accessible spay and neuter as the reason. It's organizations like this and services like this that have made it possible for shelters to get out from under that and really find homes for the animals that do come in. Such incredible work being done at our spay and neuter clinic. Fantastic about the work they do in Rhode Island and beyond. I want to introduce you to my latest friend, my co-host, Artie. Now, Artie, you might notice, is a guinea pig. And I think the calmest and coolest of the animals that I've had with me so far. He is just the nicest little guy, would at another Rhode Island shelter. So you might think mostly is finding homes for cats and dogs, which is true, but lots of other animals come through here: guinea pigs, bunnies, hamsters, gerbils, birds, you name it. They need help. They're going to get it right here at the Potter League. Right, Artie? Right. So I want to remind you all, you can still donate. You can still bid. If you haven't if you haven't downloaded the auction app yet, remember, it's right above here somewhere. And click, download it onto your smartphone, and you can start bidding. Donate online, Potter League. Give us a call, whatever works for you. And everything donated tonight or bid in the auction will be matched dollar for dollar up to $90,000 by our board of directors. So please take a moment for a little welcome from our board president, David Enstone.
Hi, this is Dave Enstone, the board president at the Potter League. I just wanted to tell you why I participated in the matching fund for our annual fundraiser. Firstly, I think the Potter League just simply does the most wonderful things. It's an incredible organization, great people, and the mission is absolutely spot on for me. And secondly, my two financial advisors said that it was a great idea. So let me first of all introduce you to my advisors. Advisor number one down here, if you can see him, that's Big Ben. Hey Ben, say hello. No, he doesn't care. And advisor number two, who's giving me a big cuddle at the moment, this is Pippa. And she's just come back from the vets a week ago and had an operation on her back leg, but she's doing great. So anyway, we encourage you to participate and we thank you. We need every dollar we can get, and we love you. Thank you.
For your support, for your leadership, and thank you to the entire board for your tireless work on behalf of the Potter League, for your generosity by matching all the funds tonight. We just would not be the Potter League without the leadership of our board of directors and their incredible contribution to the work we do. Once again, I have somebody new with me. This is Lucky the Bunny. He is, again, just a sweet little guy. Might be a Dr. Seuss character. We don't really know. The ears are pretty amazing. And he's just hanging out. Well, you might not realize bunnies are the third most common animal we see at the Potter League. After dogs and cats, we'll see close to 100 of these guys a year. And we do spay or neuter them all before adoption to try to limit the number of bunnies who need to come into us. So come in, adopt a bunny. This guy's fantastic. Remember again, you can donate whichever way works best for you. The website, text to give, bid on an auction item, give us a call. 401-846-0592. Volunteers are standing by. Now, the Potter League is a long-standing Aquidneck Island institution. You all know us. You've heard of us. You might love us. But there is an institution inside the Potter League that some of you know even better. Her name is Pearl Gonzalez. If you adopted an animal from us in the last 35 years or so, it may very well have been Pearl who made that perfect match for you. She doesn't just make matches between people and animals, though. She makes sure those animals are taken care of while they're here at the Potter League. So Pearl wanted to say hello, and you're also going to hear from another Aquidneck Island institution, Bank Newport. Thanks.
For watching Yappy Hour and for your continuing support. Cheers.
Thank you, Pearl, for all your years of service, for all the great matches you make, and for just the special sense that you bring to the Potter League. Now, you see what we got here. Now I'm just going to sit here and pet a puppy for a while. We have 5 little black puppies. We also have Nicole and Austin. And now I've introduced everybody else who sat with me tonight, but I can't introduce these guys because they don't have names yet. So we're going to try something new, a little different. Hopefully it's going to work. We need your help. Pick up your phones. I know we didn't want you to be distracted, but right now, pick up your phone. You're going to see on your screen 4 choices for themes of names for these puppies. There are 5 little pups, and they all need names. So you are going to text puppy, P-U-P-P-Y, to 56525. That's puppy to 56525. Now you're going to get a message back that'll ask you for your vote. A, B, C, or D. You should see all the names on the screen. Yeah, if you see all the names on the screen, that's good. And we're going to give you a few minutes to vote on what you think these cute little pups should be named. And we're going to give you lots of time so we can just sit here and pet some puppies. Now, you might wonder where these pups came from. They came from another state where the shelter was a little overcrowded with dogs and puppies. If you can imagine a place where you can't find homes for these sweet little pups. Well, our Fetching Friends program brings dogs and cats from other shelters and other states all year long. Hundreds of animals that come here to the Potter League to make sure that they're going to be safe and find a new home. So when you help out the Potter League, you're not just helping Aquidneck Island or Newport County or Rhode Island, but really animals all over who need another chance. And that's what they get right here at the Potter League. Now, are people voting? Yes, people are voting, I'm being told. So that's a good sign. And I think our voting is going to close soon. But you can keep going. Go as long as you want. Keep voting. I'm just going to keep petting a puppy. If you've seen his bow tie, right? Does every puppy have a bow tie or just mine? Just mine. I got the special bow tie puppy. Well, you know, he's also the calmest one, and I also might not give him back. We'll see. And the winner of the puppy naming contest is the Newport Restaurants. So you guys are going to get some delicious new names. All right, pups? Now, we all know how important animals are in our lives. I think these puppies are going to become incredibly important family members to some lucky folks. But we've also have those animals that sometimes not only have an impact on our own families, but on an entire community and on, you know, people who are struggling and need a little help. There's a special dog like that we want to tell you about now. So please join me in listening to the story of Tara and Nemo.
So when I went into Potter League, actually, everyone was very friendly when I first walked in. The facility is beautiful, amazing. The dogs were well cared for. I could tell Nemo was content there. He just looked at me with his cute little sweet brown eyes. I said, I don't know if you're going to be our team dog or a therapy dog, but I'm taking you home.
Nemo lays on my lap when he lays on my bed. Other dogs take like 5 minutes just to get hop on my bed. He doesn't. He gets straight up on my bed. I really like this dog.
So I've been a nurse practitioner with the CHIPS team, or palliative care team at Hasbro, for about 6 years. We will consult or see patients in a variety of areas of the hospital. Kids can be anywhere from like a short-term illness and they'll be getting better soon, or they can have something where they have a breathing tube in. We'll have that breathing tube in for weeks to even longer, and Nemo will see both patients. So the volunteer dogs come in with their handlers, who are volunteers. They come in for 2 hours a week. They can't stay in the room for when we're having long discussions or for, you know, more than really 10 minutes or so at a time. With Nemo, and Nemo being part of our team, he can actually stay in the room when we're having different conversations with the patient, and we've had some really tough times where Nemo stayed in the room and provided comfort for, you know, over an hour sometimes with the families and the patient.
I'm grateful for he being there for me when I was in the hospital. And when I was laying down, I couldn't get up. I was feeling like way too tired. When he comes in my room, gets up on my bed, I change from this to this.
and it's about being present. And I think that dogs in general just know how to be present. Sometimes humans try to use words too much to fix things, and you don't always need words to help someone feel better. You just need to be present, and Nemo knows how to do that.
And he just give me energy and been there for me, and that's good. To not like feel lonely, to be with animals that make us feel better, because the only things that can make us happy and not lonely anymore is dogs.
I think about Nemo's life and what it was before and what it could have been if he wasn't rescued. But I know when I got him, although he just started to have little glimpses of like, hey, I'm gonna be okay, he was like an anxious little guy, and literally gave him like 2 weeks at time and just love. I'm gonna keep coming home, you're gonna stay with me. He was like a different guy. And so I'm just really grateful that he was able to be rescued, because I think of all the gifts that he brings to people, like including myself, and how much he's changed my life. And I can't imagine not having that for both myself and our patients and our staff.
He became my best pal, my best friend.
Now, when we were filming Chucky's story and Nemo's story, Chucky knew that we were planning to show his video at the Love Bash. And Chucky was really adamant that he wanted to make sure that he could help raise money for Nemo's friends at the Potter League. It was so very important to him, and we wanted to honor him and his wishes by making sure that you could see how important and what an essential connection it was for him to have Nemo in his life. And I know Chucky's family's watching. I just want to thank you for allowing us to be a part of this time with Chucky, a part of his life, and enable us to welcome Chucky into the Potter League family, and he'll always be with us. So thank you. It's very special for us to be able to see Nemo and Chucky, Tara, all together. I can't tell you how important the work is that's being done at Hasbro Children's Hospital, what an important part of that Nemo is to comfort families, to comfort children. They remember him for a lifetime. And he's a dog that's so special, and the people at Hasbro are so special that we just love knowing that Nemo, who came from the Potter League, could make that difference in people's lives. So thank you to Tara, thank you to Hasbro Children's Hospital for allowing us to be a little part of that. Now, I have a new friend here. This is Teddy. Teddy's a special guy I'm going to tell you about in just a minute. He's a very active little kitten. Also, bow tie. So he's looking good. I want to let you know our auction is still going. There are some special items on there that you might want to take a look at. The cover of our 2021 calendar, still going strong. Your pet, that includes a photo session of your pet for the calendar cover. Also, your pet could be the featured pet at our walk, which might be in person, might be virtual this year, but it's happening. Also includes a photo session with your pet. And always popular, especially with me, is our board reserve. You want to fill up your liquor cabinet tonight? Bid on the board reserve. You won't regret it. Now back to this guy, Teddy. As you can see, he's an active, tiny little kitten. He originally came into a municipal shelter in Rhode Island, and he had a little issue. His back end didn't work. He couldn't use his back legs at all. And not every shelter has a veterinarian on staff like the Potter League does. Not every shelter has the capability to diagnose and treat serious injuries or illnesses like the Potter League does. So they reached out to get some help with this really special little kitten that they just couldn't imagine giving up on. Now, Teddy's back legs still aren't working quite right, but he's been getting physical therapy and other treatments. He's doing great in his foster home. Will he ever walk perfectly? Maybe, maybe not. But he's going to improve, and he's going to be okay because he got the treatment he needs, because people like you care enough about animals that we can give Teddy that care. is that right, bud? He doesn't even know there's anything different about him. So on behalf of Teddy and myself, I want to thank you for supporting the Potter League tonight, for joining us on this virtual journey, the first of its kind for us. And I hope you learned a little bit. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you feel moved to support the work that we're doing, because we need you. We need your help. Little guys like this aren't going to get the help they need without folks like you donating, joining our auction. And now, finally, at this time, we would normally have our Paws Up, where we ask you to donate to our Pet Protection Fund. And I think we're seeing Paws Up amounts on our screen. Now you can go to the website. Yeah, it's on. And donate to our Paws Up auction. If you don't want anything in the auction, if there's nothing you see you want to bid on, you can just donate to support animals through our Paws Up. Now, finally tonight, I just want to thank again all our staff, all our volunteers, everyone who made this possible. This was, while not a live event, still lots of work. I want to thank Aaron Dollard, our Director of Development, Susan Ryan, who might be watching upstairs somewhere and answering phones if you're calling, and our Director and Producer tonight, Cara Montalbano, who's over there in the corner and probably talking to you on Facebook. Now, we're not done yet. We have more to come. There are a couple of videos you'll see from our sponsor, but please, for your own sake, I hope you stick around, because it could be the most entertaining part of the evening, right after that 1-minute message from our sponsors, partially because I won't be there, partially because it's a few outtakes from some videos that you saw tonight that are a little bit of fun. That'll be followed by all of you. Anyone who bought tickets to the Love Bash has left that donation with us for their ticket price. All your names are listed there. Everyone who donated an item to our auction tonight, I just want you to know that we appreciate you all. We appreciate your support. Now, let's go take a look and have some fun. Have a great night. Thank you. On behalf of the animals, we appreciate your support.
On behalf of South Coast Health, we would like to thank the Potter League for your commitment to the animals in our community. We are proud to support your efforts to provide for their well-being so that all animals have a fair chance at a good life. Thank you.
When it comes to protecting your dog against heartworm disease, treat them with the only chewable preventive made with real beef, HeartGuard Plus.
Baby, this is too good to be true. I'm in love with you, and I'm crazy about the things you do.
HeartGuard Plus. It's the easy, proven prevention that dogs love to eat.
Hi, it's Dave Enstone here from the Potter League. I'm the board president, and I just wanted to give you 2 good reasons why this year... Bentley, what are you doing? Please don't do that when I'm doing a public announcement.
Oh, really?
Oh my God. Do you want to hang out up here? Maybe if I put this up here.
Don't.
Okay, go.
Thank you for watching Yappy Hour and for your continuing reports. Cut! Ready?
Go.
Thank you for your No, start it again. Thank you for watching Yappy Hour and for your support, and Kittens and I say thank you again. Whatever. I'm going to drink this bottle of wine.
One more time. Oh my God.
I can't do this.
One more time. I can't even talk
Hang on.
anymore. Okay.
Ready?
Go.
Thank you for watching Yappy Hour and for your support. And where's the bubble? On my head?
It's like a little curl. Okay. Ready? Go.
Ready. Thank you for watching Yappy Hour and your continuing support. Bye.